Hello.
Time for session vibe check.
Salutations.
Salutations.
We got a
I
good
see you in there, Fumi. I see
You
you
got good
in there.
vibes? Good vibes?
19.
A 19 vibe check. Hey, yo.
Yeah, 15 plus 4.
Oh, I
Oh,
should grab my
shit.
dice. 1 second.
Yeah, I just thought about that. I was like, I need my dice.
It's festival day.
I got
Yeah,
a
it's
new,
festival day.
and I got a
So
new set
the
of dice.
first thing I would like for you guys to do is to roll your initiative for how you're going to wake up today.
Oh boy.
Oh, wait. I wanted to
initiative?
do the heist. I wanted to do the heist the night before. I wasn't doing
So-
this during the day.
I was like, we can start with
Okay.
Demon.
Okay, then we will start with Demon. So Demon, you by default decide to roll an at 20. So you're acting before you even slept. As for the rest of the party, could you all roll initiative basically to decide how you wake up? Who we're gonna go to first, back and forth, basically
got a
as you go
5.
through and do the.
I
You
would
got a
like to
5.
state that I slept at the place that I'm at.
The
Oh,
brothel.
Yeah.
Damn.
I love that, and I know exactly how we're gonna do that.
I hope you didn't
so-
hear me.
No.
I got a
Fuck,
9.
man.
You got a what?
I want you to know that fucking the concept of peace and calm heard you.
Oh.
Stamp got a 7.
7.
Okay.
Where's my goddamn
Luke got a 9.
dice? There it is. There it is. Okay.
All right.
17.
17.
Mm-hmm.
I never expect Fran to roll below like a 16 ever.
My initiative is a 2, so I just got the high roll. That's all.
I'm just saying in yeah, really. I'm just saying in general. I just expect Fran to be like, mostly because of all the work they put into perfecting themselves, but like to just not be the guy. Like if Fran rolls bad, he's like, what?
Mm-hmm.
And
That's
it's
never
almost
happened to me before.
yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it hits for me.
What? The script.
It's literally the what is it? Is it the Nero face? I forgot his name.
Nettle?
Nettle.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is definitely the nettle face of the. Excuse me.
It's like hello. Looks directly
I-
at Beck. Looks directly at Beck. What are you doing?
It turns to Dreamer. What the fuck is this?
What was that?
fuck
Roll
is this?
better.
It's the Netto face, but it's on oh, what's his name from when he fought the ass blasters.
Oh my god. Are you talking
Bert?
about Kevin Bacon,
Oh.
or are you talking about
Oh my
Bert?
god.
I'm talking about say his name again.
Netto?
Bacon.
The guy who was Bert?
Yeah, Bert. So it's the Netto face on Bert because it went with him holding his guns because he ran out of ammo.
No. Oh yeah, this never happened before.
Yeah.
No, that he
He's
did
like-
that. Okay, I'm gonna nerd out for a little bit because I really fucking love that series. First off, that quote was not whenever he fought the ass blasters. The quote that you're thinking of is the one from the second movie whenever he fought the bipedal ones. The
Yeah,
one
the
that is
Shriekers.
the Shriekers. So the best quote from the third movie, which is where the ass blasters come into play, is after he finds out that they need to eat food and it knocks them the fuck out, and he just blew up his entire fucking house.
Oh yeah. My favorite line from him is always I believe there was pertinent information. What was the line?
Autism.
Yeah.
I have another one.
Lines.
I have another
Oh yeah.
one.
Oh yeah.
Hold on. Where is it?
I need to draw everyone as an autism creature.
I mean,
Well-
it's not that hard for Gragnar. Gragnar is the physical embodiment of an autism creature.
The poster child of autism, if you will.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Autism be upon
I was gonna say my little cobalt drawing is basically my autism creature.
That
Hang
was
on.
so fucking good. I fucking love the cold.
Just draw Sam as like a goldfish in a bowl. That's
Also, hello everyone in chat. Sorry, I wasn't paying
Hi,
attention.
Chad. Hi.
Hi, Chad.
I have 2 autism creature images. Hang on.
Oh, this should be good.
There you go.
I feel I was denied critical need to know information.
Yeah,
Oh my god, it's great.
I would say Fran's simp picture is also an autism creature. I would rank that as that.
Oh,
Absolutely.
most definitely.
With his little double
Wait.
chins.
I have an
Rude.
Save that.
autism creature picture.
Yeah, you do.
So,
I'm gonna save it to desktop and I'll organize it later.
Like, yeah, we have that one.
Who's doing recap?
Okay, let's see.
Are we
Who rolled
rolling like
the
last time?
worst? Hold on, who rolled the worst for their...
Seraphina.
All right, Seraphina.
Oh,
You
god.
rolled worst, so you're gonna wake up last, but you get to speak first.
I'm so bad at recaps.
It's what makes it beautiful.
Now I gotta remember. Okay. Okay, so we all woke up. Fran went to a whorehouse. He was just like, yeah, my wife doesn't love me. And then Luke was there
Wow.
too. And they kind of talked for a bit. And then Fran was like, my wife doesn't love me. And then Luke was like, nah, she loves you. And Fran was like, I don't know, man. And then they met the what is her name? The
Lady Lovelace?
yes, Lady Lovelace. They met Lady Lovelace and some other people.
Or
that were
Madame
there.
Lovelace, I'm sorry.
Yeah, and then after that, Ragnar came over to Seraphina's room as she was rotting in bed, and he was like, I'm sorry for your mom dying. She was like, it's okay, but not really, but it's all right. And then he gave her a little statue that her mom made of Ragnar. And then he left, and then Seraphina and Garhem talked. And Seraphina was like, I'm sad. My husband is the spear, and I'm sad, and I'm...
Your ex-husband.
Yes, my ex-husband.
Freudian
and-
slip over here.
My brain's scattered, I'm sorry. My ex-husband's the spear, and it's sad, and mom's dead, and then Garhem was like, yeah, that sucks. Anyway, here's Parcheesi. And then Ragnar went to go pull a Seraphina and smack talked Hermes. And Hermes was like, fuck you. Shit, what else happened? They
letters.
talked for a bit. Oh yeah, and then Hermes went to the whorehouse because he apparently works there, has a partner there. They do things together there. And then he found Fran there drinking, and he was like, "No, stop it." And then Fran was like, "I want to send letters to these people because I miss them." And yeah, they did that. I don't remember what else happened. Fuck.
That's all that happened.
Luke got
yeah.
fucked.
No,
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't. I
Luke
don't have.
got yeah, Luke got-
absolutely
no.
fucked.
No,
I
I don't
got
have
you.
4
I got
levels of
you.
In
exhaustion.
every sense of the
nothing
word.
happened.
4 levels of exhaustion. Had a great time. 10 out of 10. Anyway, that's my recap.
Hold on, I got you. I got you. I need to actually go ahead and get this meme done with Luke. I'm gonna put it in the group chat.
I did turn Luke into a raisin.
Oh, also, Seraphina told Ragnar, hey, if you want to get even, you can get these
Iced.
ribbons for me to get these gauntlets that I want.
Iced.
And then that's all I remember happening.
Stealing.
Da 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 da.
So what's the meme you're talking about?
Hold on, I'm trying to get it. It's not working. Give me a second. What is going on here? I'm just gonna exit this.
Yeah.
It's the dry alien meme.
Oh, yeah.
I have it. I just don't remember where it's at.
Well, we know what you're talking about. It's fine.
Absolutely disappointing me, internet. worms. Yeah, I will post that later. Chat got to see it, so there's that. But yes, that basically sums it up. Fran also wrote letters, like you said, because he missed people, but also because he's a storyteller and he wanted to kind of have those moments, and I really appreciate it. It's one of my favorite parts of the last session. But Luke, what did you roll for initiative?
I got 9.
Got a 9? Okay.
Damn, everybody rolled into 10 minus Fran.
For real?
Jeez. All right, so Gragnar.
That's me.
Ragnar. You have decided to level up your friendship with Seraphina. And to do that, one must do crime, apparently.
I love
Absolutely.
crime. It's my favorite.
Seraphina approves.
So you, one of the last things you did that session was actually go ahead and donate a platinum.
Yep.
And then basically state,
I'm
about
get creative.
That's never sound more terrifying. What are you doing?
He did specify he's not going to duplicate and do some stupid shit like steal the actual item that they're going to be giving away. He's literally just going to go break into the merchants' houses and steal all the fucking ribbons.
Oh my god.
Their houses?
Yeah.
Their houses?
Yeah, that was the plan, Gragnar.
I wasn't expecting that.
You weren't? Wait,
expecting-
you weren't?
So I was expecting.
To go
Okay,
to
I'm
the
gonna finger on
stalls or
nose as a
something.
DM. I was going to think he was going to break into the shops overnight.
Yeah, same.
Like-
No.
Wherever they're at, I don't know where they're at. That's the thing. Gragnar's just assuming
I assume wherever they're stored is where he was gonna go, because that would have been my first thought too.
Yeah, I did
Yeah,
too.
so Gragnar, specifically, you said you want to break into a house. So I need you to do me a favor. You're walking around. What are you doing to try to figure out where these merchants live, what they're doing? What are you doing right now?
Damn, I should have fucking asked Welkin where the fuck they keep these stupid ribbons at. I didn't think this far ahead. He just waited until the middle of the night was gonna go break into somebody's house.
DM.
Yes.
Per what I sent you, would
Yes.
I be out and about around this time?
So you were still, technically when this is happening, you're still like drinking and vibing. But if you were to say that, you fell asleep, you did really good.
I don't sleep.
Yeah, you do like a 4-hour thing. So we'll say that you did your 4-hour nap. Gragnar, would you say that you spent probably about 4 hours regretting the fact you didn't ask Welkin where these things were?
Maybe. I'm trying to think on how Gragnar would go about this. Because it's like, okay, I don't think they'd keep them in the fucking shop. Because I feel like I'm not the only person that would think ahead to steal them. Obviously, he's not on the street having this conversation. He hasn't left yet. And then eventually does go out while he's still mumbling to himself. It's like, where the fuck would they go?
So what I'm picturing is a really derpy, A Beautiful Mind moment where you're trying to figure out where they are. I need you to go ahead, do me a favor, roll a insight on the merchants.
Oh, God. Oh, no, I'm terrible at it. Oh,
And
wait,
Fran,
no, my wisdom's
you
high. I
are
forgot.
while the smoke is clearing his brain out his ears, you have been walking around town, just enjoying the late night. There are some merchants out, but a lot of places have closed down because it's the night before the festival. Everyone's going to be there around 6 or 7 in the morning. So people are getting their last minute rest in. You see some merchants working on things. You see lights on, but for the most part, the area is pretty clear, except for a few guards who seem to be walking in the street more just to show they're there. They're a deterrent by being there, basic security. And you catch the glimpse of what looks to be like a very familiar kobold who's a little too tall for being a kobold, kind of in an alleyway, like he's got his hands together, like he's
would know
doing
Ragnar
the whole.
if I saw Ragnar.
Yeah, and he's just mumbling to himself like a madman. You see a couple people look at him, and go, "What the hell?"
And he's really bad. So
yeah. So what did you roll? What did you roll?
I rolled a 6. I rolled a 6. 3 plus 3.
And you watch as Ragnar sits there, and he just stops moving. He just stops moving, like part of the way through an alleyway. He just stops moving. And Ragnar, with that 6, your thought process is it's got to be in their house.
Yeah.
It's got to be in their house. They wouldn't store such valuable things as these bracelets at the shops where people would get them every day once a festival starts. That would make too much sense.
Exactly. It's like, I can't be the only person that fucking has this idea. Somebody else would think to break into the shop. And yeah, they're at their fucking houses. Let's
Ragnar?
Huh?
Yep,
What?
and that's exactly when you walk up as he says, it's got to be at their fucking houses.
What are you talking about?
Okay, I'm in love with you. I'm just trying to steal the ribbons.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, you're doing the tournament.
Yeah, but technically speaking, it's like looks at wrist, there's no watch there. Probably after midnight.
Fran looks up at the moon. It is most definitely after midnight.
Yeah, so technically the tournament thingy started. So I thought I'd get us to jump on it and break into their houses and steal all the ribbons.
After Seraphina gave you the idea.
So you want to steal all of the ribbons from their houses?
Yeah, because later on let me explain the thought process.
Oh, you don't have to explain. I'm 100% down for it. It's just...
Oh no, that's not the part. It's how I got to the house thing, and he'll explain the thing he literally just was mumbling to himself about, and it's just yeah. So in my head, I don't think they'd be in the shop since they're I feel like somebody else has had this idea. I can't be the first one.
You are definitely not the first one.
As you say that, you hear a couple guards go, "Hey, you!" And you see this guy who has a hood up, and he was jiggling, very obviously jiggling one of the locks to one of the shops, and he's like, "Oh fuck!" It's like, "Come on, man! If you're gonna fucking do this, at least try to hide in the shadows. There's a lamp right there."
Wow.
And the city guards just kind of, you just watch as 2 city guards chase. One city guard doesn't even move. The third guy, he's like, "They got this."
Wait.
Also, Morphe, your camera's just buffering.
Oh my god, it is just oh, that's because it's fucking yes.
Fran wants to do a history check since they have been through many festivals with the ribbon catching. Can I figure out where, or deduce where they've stored them in the past, and that's probably where they have them now?
Yeah, go ahead and roll an insight with advantage.
Oh, with advantage? Dope.
Yeah, because you've lived here for a very long time. You are more than aware.
Yeah.
So you said insight?
Yes.
Okay. So the first one's going to be a 19. The second one is going to be what is 14 plus 7? That number. It's bigger.
21.
21.
21.
Oh, hi, Aaron.
Hi. So I have 2 cameras now because Beck doesn't need theirs. So
Yeah,
I have
nice.
1 camera here, 1 camera for stream.
Those cameras.
So 21.
All right, that's obviously more than enough. You sit there and you look at Grinder and you're like, that some merchants keep it on them in their homes, but those are usually the ones the most paranoid about this stuff. There's not a lot of them that do it. There's going to be a lot more in the shops.
Would I be able to make a list of the ones who are most paranoid and the ones who mostly keep them in the shops?
Oh, most definitely. Because they're the ones that are, like the Karens of the group. The ones who are just like, I don't trust them youngins. I'm going to keep this on me for the rest of the night. It's the Karens. It's the ones that overthink. But there's also one guy in particular that comes to mind. One guy in particular who is a very big merchant. And he'll have it both at the shop, but he'll have some special ribbons that are for people who win competitions, and he wants to be very nice. And for him, he basically donates so that he can make nice, fully gold ribbons.
Fran's gonna put him on the top of the list, and he's going to write down the ones like home, shop.
There's going to be
shop, home, shop.
There's going to be 4 in particular that will, including the guy that does the gold, that will have them at their house.
So Fran pulls out a parchment, writes it down, and then shows it to Ragnar.
So you have Patricia, Vanelle.
Oh, do you want me to write them down? Hang on 1 second. Let me open up Fran's notes. I did not have them open. I'm very low energy, as y'all can all tell. Fran is just as tired as I am, I'm sure of it. All right, so list of merchants.
The mastermind and the chaos maker. What an incredible combination of pure chaos.
Yeah.
All right. So what was the first one?
The first one is Patricia. They are just one of the Karens. They're not anything particularly special.
Home. Got it.
Vanille.
There is Vanelle.
Home. I assume.
Home. Yes.
Got
Bob. And he's the one with the golden
Bobbert.
ones. And then Bigby. Bigby.
Big.
Wait, like the Big B?
Just someone named Big B. You don't know. There's a lot of people named. There's a lot of people named Big B.
Ragnar wouldn't know, but the players like the Big B.
So Big B is the one that's the asshole that has the gold ribbons.
That's Bob.
So Bob has the gold ribbons. Bob is not necessarily an asshole, but he's the one exception to like the Karen rule where he keeps his stuff at home because it's so valuable.
Got it.
Let's see. All right. And those are the 4 that you think of. Everyone else would have their stuff in the shop. So like if you wanted to try to do a quick break into the shops, you could definitely get something. But you know that the ones that are going to have a lot are going to have them hit a lock and key. Yeah.
So, which ones do you want first?
Like, I don't want to steal all of them because, like,
Oh, why not? I would.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. Never mind. I've changed my plan.
It's like, what? Why give other people the opportunity to win whenever you can just take everything and win yourself?
Oh my God.
But there's also the other option of, because I'm tempted to do that, but there's also the other option of there being like, oh, look, there's still some ribbons left over. And it's like, how do I explain this? It's not like giving like the illusion that somebody didn't steal all of them yet.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, you could do that, but if I'm being perfectly frank, or in this case, honest, you could just steal them all, and it's honestly free game. Like, you wouldn't, so long as you don't get caught, they know what they're in for.
Yeah, fuck it, let's do that. Because I have an idea. I mean, are you coming with? I already have an idea how to get in, so.
Oh, I can absolutely help you. I mean, I kind of did this for a living, so what do you want? Do you need somebody to be a lockpick? Do you need somebody to be a distraction? Do you need me to knock somebody out? Do you need me to get you invisible?
I'm completely bypassing the locks. That's completely easy. I can actually get both of us. I can get both of us past, but what do you think? Should we go for like the bigger ones first and then come back since the merchants are literally across the street? So, and like we can like sweep through and then go home.
Yeah, let's go big or go home.
All right, cool. Let's go. Well, I mean, if we're going big, might as well hit Bob first.
All right, Bob it is. So, question. You can make yourself small,
Yes.
right?
Yeah, I had a better idea though.
Okay,
Which probably-
because
I mean, I could just use ashen form on both of us.
fair, but they'd still be
Yeah,
able to hear us when we got in there, or they'd be able to hear you. If I use my cloak,
I was
they
talking
won't hear
about
a
doing
damn
it
thing.
I'm talking about like we walk over there since ashen form's really fucking slow. So I'm thinking we walk over there, I cast it outside, and then we go in like that. Cause like
Oh yeah, no, that's understandable, but you also have to take into consideration that whenever we get inside, they'll still be able to hear us. But if I use my cloak, they won't hear shit.
Yeah, you're right. We'll figure it out when we get there. I got a couple of plans. That's just one of several.
Perfect.
Yeah, that's one
shall
of
we?
just several ideas. Yeah, let's go.
And like as you guys leave, you see that first guy who was getting chased by the first two. He runs back by. Like he's very wheezing. He's like, oh god. And the security, the city guard's like, guy, where fucking are they? Slow down, please.
Dang. You've been getting your cardio up, Frank. Good job.
Ah, don't say my name. Oh, and the third guy who stood there, I fucking knew it. Third year you failed, fucker.
If they're chasing Frank, they're busy with him. So
Exactly what I was thinking. Let's pick up the pace. Let's go.
Shall we?
The third guy just kind of waved. Hi, Fran.
Hey, what's up, man?
Good luck.
You too.
He was literally across the street. He doesn't give a flying fuck.
No.
Like he's like, I'm here to protect this area. The houses is outside my business.
That is out of my jurisdiction.
Not my monkey, not my circus. And so you guys you head that way, specifically heading toward Bob's. And Fran, you know where Bob lives. Bob lives in a fairly influential space. He's one of the bigger merchants in the area. Well known for his dedicated time to donate to Welkin, and he's a fairly well-known gentleman who actually like donates a lot of money. And so once you go to this, Gragnar, once you're in this like really well-off neighborhood, it's like gated and everything, you're like expecting this big lavish house, basically that's the center says, and what you get is literally just kind of like a one-story like 150 foot by 150 foot like hut almost at the end of this really nice neighborhood, and it's almost jarring.
Is he okay, I feel like I should ask this question because I know there was one of them that's a mage or something who runs like a magic shop. Is it Bob?
Runs a magic shop?
I don't know. One of them
Bob runs, friend. You know, Bob runs a. He runs spices. He doesn't run magic, but he does have connections in that regard because he's well off. You know.
Yeah, because I'm just like I'm a. I mean, yeah, fuck it, I'll pop it. I'm gonna use True Sight just to double check.
You use True Sight. You use True Sight. You pop it, and the hut looks very normal. It doesn't look like there's anything about the hut, but the inside of the hut seems to be a little off. Like it almost feels like things are distorted in their shape, and you realize that there's very obviously a spell going on, in which the inside of the space should be bigger than the outside.
Yeah, that's why I asked. Yeah, so the inside of his house is bigger than the outside.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
And you are very much with your True Sight. You can also see that the door has a regular lock on it, and the carpet has a spell on it, and it is a teleportation spell.
And Fran looks down at it.
Teleportation spell. Yeah, I am relaying all of that information as we're sitting here.
And where is that teleportation spell at?
It's specifically on the carpet. Like, the carpet looks normal, but
is the
Ragnar
carpet in
points
an
to
entrance or anything like that?
It's at the front door.
Yeah, that feels like a trap. Like that feels like a trap, right?
I have an idea.
I'm using message just so we're not on this front front door, just talking out loud.
Ragnar's twirling a piece of metal twine so he can cast message and he's almost looking nervous.
I would like to cast Identify.
Okay, you cast Identify on the carpet.
Mm-hmm.
As you cast on the carpet, you realize that the rune is actually carved on the bottom of the carpet. It's actually sewn into it. And this will teleport you to some undisclosed location, but you're not sure. It is a type of rune that connects to another location specifically. Unseen
servant onto the carpet.
Unseen servant. That poor bat. He immediately you don't see anything because he's unseen. No. But Fran, you feel him manifest, demanifest, and then he's very far away to the point he ceased to exist. As he pops into existence wherever he was, it was very far away, and it would.
I have an idea, but are we gonna get in trouble if we break any of his shit?
I mean, are you trying to break his stuff? We will get in trouble, but what are you trying to break?
I was just gonna burn the carpet. No, just mitigate that problem. I mean, we could technically move it out the way, but I don't know,
if we touch it, maybe something will happen. Arcana check?
Yeah, go ahead and do an Arcana check, because you're aware of the type of magic. You're aware that it specifically ties to a specific location.
That is a non-net 20.
Non-net 20. Okay. Mm-hmm. So you start looking at it, and from what Ragnar is telling you, you're pretty sure if you touch the carpet or you go into the area above the carpet, it for at least a 10-foot area, above the carpet, it's going to
burn it.
Burn it? I got you. Okay. This is I don't know I'm just gonna ask. I don't know if I can do this. Can I use Mage Hand to use Ignite?
It is a magical extension of yourself.
It's a concentration.
No. Ignite's my Phoenix Sorcerer ability where I can just touch flammable objects and light them on fire. So it's not a spell; it's an ability I can use. I just thought I think
it's up to DM's discretion on that one, because Mage Hand's always really funky.
Yeah, I will say because there are spells.
It does specifically say I have to touch something, and Mage Hand's kind of. That's why I'm asking, because it's a gray area.
Let's do this. Okay. You ask Fran whether or not you can use that ability. Fran, I want you to roll another Arcana check for me. Okay. And depending on, this will be a meta moment where the Arcana check will decide whether this is possible or not. Basically, if you roll high, you'll go ahead and be able to do this. If you roll low, we'll say that the AC is 15 to make it happen.
19 is what I rolled.
19? Okay. So, Fran, you go, it depends on the type of magic, but yes.
I mean, I'll try it. So, Mage Hand, touch carpet, and activate Ignite.
So you go to touch the carpet, and you activate Ignite the same time you touch it. And just as you do that, your Mage Hand poofs, and the carpet begins to spark a little bit. It's a very dry hay carpet, very basic, nothing there. And you see it.
Control flames, spread it.
Spread it. Okay. You were like, there's a little bit of spark, and you're like, oh shit! And it kind of just grows again, that 5 foot by 5 foot area. And the carpet was only 5 by 3. So it's the grass around it begins to catch a little bit. But you're whether or not you could try to control it, move it, it's your business. But that carpet is caught on flame
Yep, just trying to.
And this was a dirt path, so like there's a little bit of grass that caught, but nothing really out of control. And like it just catches. It catches like it's been bone dry for months. Like just whew. And right now, how long does your true sight last for?
It only lasts for a minute. It's been gone.
Yeah. So the true sight kind of goes away as the carpet goes, and you do see that like the rune ceases to function, but there's there's a slight flicker on the door right as your vision goes out that you don't quite catch when the carpet goes up.
Counterspell. I don't know what it was, but it seems very fitting. Counterspell. Fuck no.
Damn. Immediately.
I
have a few of those too, buddy. Don't worry, we got this.
And Fran, what you see is Gragnar sees it goes up. He looks up, his eyes go wide. He goes, counterspell. He just points at it, and nothing happens. And you're just like,
should I be concerned? What was that about?
Like right before my true sight went off, I saw something that, like, it feels like it was an alarm of some sort. I don't know. I just felt like I should probably just
fair.
Just in case.
That is fair. That is 100% fair. I have a question for you, Ragnar. Did you consider that we may have just been able to use Ashen Form to go through the window?
It's like a 10-foot area. Man, whatever. It's already done now.
I just think that he expects us to go through the front door. That's all. But
that makes this even better. He's thinking we're coming through the front door, and then we just do everything.
And then we Ashen Form through the window. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Wait. I have to sleep later anyway.
Oh no! What are you thinking?
Using my last true sight to double check there isn't anything on the window.
Fair.
Fuck it. I'll use my other true sight. I just want to double check.
You use true sight and you focus specifically on the one window. There's exactly one window on this, like, again, this like very small shack. And as you focus on it, you can see ribbons of kind of magic around the glass where like, and it's very obviously a alarm spell where if the glass breaks or someone enters this area, it's going to go off.
Yeah, there's an alarm spell on the window.
Is it only on the window, or do you see it on the front door anymore?
I'll look back at the front door.
There is no alarm on the door, which is really kind of funny. You don't know exactly what you dispelled before. That could have been a spell. Could have been an alert. But like the one window has like an actual, like, you can actually, Fran, you look at the window, you see the little, just slightly past the glass, you see a thread linked to a bell.
Okay.
Does he have a chimney? Just go down the fucking chimney like Santa Claus.
Hang on. Before we spend all of our spell slots, I have
I'm not gonna like use a spell slot to get. Well, I technically have to use Ashen Form to get into the fucking house, but I'm just looking at all of our options. We have the front door, the window, and I was thinking maybe if there's a chimney. But continue.
There's another option. It's the option that I usually use to win. And Fran just goes up to the door and knocks on it.
You walk up to the door and you knock. And there's like, Gragnar, from the window, there was a shadow that you just did not quite see because for some reason he was just kind of like there. And the shadow moves from the window to the door.
Ashen Form.
And the door opens.
Yeah, I'm gonna do.
Hello?
Hold on. I'm gonna use a sorcery point to do this, just so I don't mess up Fran's thing. I'll use a sorcery point for subtle spells, so I don't have to do any of the somatic or verbal components.
Hey, Bob.
Hi, Fran.
Modify memory. So I'm here about the ribbons that you promised to give me.
Oh my god.
It's after midnight. You told me. So
How does
modify memory
work again?
You attempt to reshape
love
another
that.
creature's memories. One creature that you see can make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
So, but we're not fighting them, so the rest of it doesn't really matter.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
You can make a wisdom save.
Okay, first, say what you're gonna say.
So again, modify memory. I'm here for the ribbons that you said that you were going to give me, the gold ones specifically. You told me to come after midnight because it wouldn't be fair to anyone else, so that's why I'm here today. So, what did you want for this transaction? I do apologize. I know that it's so late, but you're the one who made the rules, so.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead. Bob is a fairly mentally intact person. We're gonna give him a +3 to his roll.
Okay.
With fucking Ashen
All right,
as a backup,
so that's
just in
gonna be a
case.
15.
My spell DC is 17.
Ooh. And he sits there, and you can tell he's thinking, like, you know, the way that modified memory works is it modifies the memory. It doesn't really change the personality. He's just kind of like,
No.
Did I do that? Did I make that?
Why else would I be here, Bob?
Oh my god! What's it? Smoked? As you go past him, like you go past his mouth. Oh my god! What happened to my carpet?
What carpet? You didn't have a carpet.
Are you casting it again?
No, that he's
just gaslighting him.
He's gaslighting him. He's like, when I
Oh.
got here, there was no carpet. What are you talking about?
There was no carpet, but I
There was
invested
no
in a decent carpet. The whole point was that, like, either they go for this and they end up in somewhere, or they go through the window and the alarm goes off. But
You should probably see if maybe it got robbed. I don't know.
did they make it wrong? Did it take the carpet with them? Did someone try to rob and? I might need to look in. I'm gonna have to talk to.
Yeah, I was gonna say you should talk to the merchant. They might have given you a dud.
Okay, well, I mean, yeah, I don't remember what we agreed upon, but you know, the gold ones are meant to be for competition successes.
Right, and you don't remember? I helped you with the competition yesterday, and you know you said that I earned the ribbons, so you were gonna give me like 5 of them.
I can do 5. I can do 5. Yeah. I'm sorry. It's just a little foggy. It's a little foggy for some reason. And
I mean,
really smoky. What the fuck?
It might have been somebody down the street. There's been so much chaos, people going in, robbing houses. It's nuts. So please be careful.
Yeah, it is a fond memory. I remember when you were like, you know, all at 12 trying to go ahead and do this stuff.
Whenever I was young.
Yeah. You know, well, you weren't 12.
So the ribbons.
How old are you?
I was young.
Okay, all right. Well, you're an elf, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, let me go ahead and get those ribbons. Gregor, what were you doing while?
I was pretty much just staying out of sight.
Okay, because you said you moved past him.
Oh no, I just literally I want to just cast Ashen 4 behind Thrawn out of sight. That's literally all I want to do. I was like, I don't want to fuck up his thing and have to explain why both of us are there.
That's fair. It's dark and he's kind of like thrown by everything. So you see past him into this, and it is a very nice looking place. It's probably the outside was, like I said, probably about what I say about
You said it was like a small shack.
Yeah, it's a small shack, so it's like 40 by 40 or 50 by 50. But on the inside, it's a fairly nice like ranch style house. It's nothing luxurious like the places around, but he seems to like have a decent amount of stuff for himself. And you watch as he just walks back in. He's like, "Come on in."
Yeah, sure. And Fran walks
And
in.
I'll follow.
And as you walk in, he snaps his fingers, and you see like some of there's like a jacket and a broom on a wall that got big, and then they set themselves back down against the wall. Sorry about that. I almost forgot about the animated clothing.
Oh,
and
you're
broom.
fine. You're fine.
I find that like getting really fancy, like the animated armor, that's so expensive. You can just get a simple scroll and animate a broom.
Yeah,
and,
or maybe
and
just
jacket.
get a nice jacket and pants combo, and you have like a scarecrow right there. I completely get. I've done it myself, honestly. It's
people really overthink these things. Like, I'm not magically inclined. I've never been, but I love like how it all works. And he goes and walks right over to a fireplace with a fire going, and he just sticks his hands in, and he pulls out underneath what looked like a log. He just reaches through it, and it's very obviously an illusion, and he pulls out this box. It's like, I find that like the simplest stuff, and plus I set this whole place up for everybody every year. I expect people to come in. The person, if you get teleported somewhere, I literally have a guy there who will like give you like a scroll to come back a day after, so you miss out a day of the whole like event.
Yeah.
But like I go out of my way to like make it fun for everybody, like a little fun house. And people have stopped really trying to break in nowadays.
Well, yeah, because you keep teleporting them miles away.
I mean, yeah, maybe that's too much. And he goes and puts like a little note down that like teleportation might be a little too much. Maybe people miss a whole day, maybe a little too much. He's very obviously the guy who gets really into like the holiday of it. Is like, the people who make the fun houses and stuff like that. It's not the same as it used to be.
We're about to fix that.
He opens it. He's like, feel free to come on over. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 for you. And because your friend was inside me for a split second, 1, 2, 3 more. And
thank you. I'm sorry about him. He's really shy. That's why he's in,
I was watching from the window. He
was real shy. Shy.
I get that. I'm glad you talked to him though. I'm glad that I can at least get you the stuff I owe you. And his attempt, he
really wanted to play the games that you set up, and
I appreciate that.
He was trying to think outside the box, but we just happened to be around the same time that I had my agreement with you, so that's why.
You're fine.
Fell through. So I'm sorry for ruining the fun there. It's my fault. For the speeding and everything.
It's no problem. I welcome it. I do. Next year I'll probably do something a little bit big, but a little bit small. I really like the shack.
Next year, Bob, how about I just rob you instead? Instead of you giving me the ribbons like you do every year.
Yeah, fuck it. Go ahead, try to rob me. I'm down for it,
Yeah. Absolutely, buddy. Absolutely.
All right. Well, you guys, do you want some tea or anything?
Oh, no. I have already had some tea before we came out. We're actually on a stroll right now, and then of course we were in the area, so I was like, might as well.
Okay. Might as well. I thought you said I set a time frame.
You did. But I said we were in the area and might as well get there sooner, and rather than just later.
Okay. And he just looks a little bit confused, like the disconnect between what we're saying.
The cognitive dissonance is kicking in. I'm gonna go out the chimney, by the way. I'm gonna go out the chimney.
I didn't say that.
Didn't say what?
Nothing. Don't worry about it. What? Are you okay?
I think I'm just tired. I've been really planning. I think I should get a nap.
Yeah, next time don't plan for midnight. You're gonna get really tired, and you're not getting any younger, buddy. And I don't want to see you stressing, especially during the festival.
Yeah, you're right.
Welkin wouldn't want to see one of their favorite merchants, not being taken care of.
No, not a favorite. I am.
The gold ribbons was all your idea. This is great. You did awesome.
I mean, it's just I wanted people to enjoy it, I appreciate it. I do.
You're so welcome, Bob. Well, I have to get going. I have other meetings to attend to, but
okay. Well,
you
hold
enjoy
on,
the rest of your
just
night.
1 second.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
You, when you were younger, were a big help for inspiring me to come up with these ideas and things like that. Right. And also,
God.
Just as a thank you. Right. He's going to turn around, reach into the box. And he's going to pull out a platinum bracelet.
What the fuck?
This is actually worth 15 of the gold ones. The gold ones are worth like 5 of the regular. I just wanted thank you thank you to your friend for at least attempting, and I know that you like kind of stopped him and things like that, but they don't do it like they used to. No one really celebrates anymore. And people that do celebrate, like I do appreciate what the merchants do, but it's become so streamlined. Everybody kind of does the same thing. So thank you.
Same old, but you know what? You changing it up makes it so much fun for the people who are brand new coming into town and didn't know about what's going on or anything like that. So, yeah.
And if you could do me a favor, I know that you're probably going to be staying at the church or something like that. I did go ahead and actually have some tithes that I wanted to go ahead and send out. And he's going to go ahead and reach into a mirror with his bare hand. He goes right through. And he's going to pull out another box, but it's a black box. And it has the mark of Welkin on it.
Mm-hmm.
So lucky we are here for fucking ribbons. I would rob this motherfucker.
I really wanted to go ahead and, thank Yolanda for everything she's been doing for us as merchants. Mm-hmm. She's very much been kind of the reason that we've been able to function. I know she hasn't been doing well. She lost a lot of weight recently, and I know that can have an effect on you, but I wanted to go ahead and personally make a donation both to her and the church as a thank you for everything that she and you have done for us. You come and go, but you've been a part of this neighborhood. You've been a part of, this city. And
this is my city.
We're thankful. And he sits there and you can see him tear up. I'm so glad to hear that. Thank you, Fron. And he hands you this box. He's like, just get it to the church. They'll put it in the altar on the statue, obviously. And thank you for everything.
Of course. Oh, and speaking of tithes, I didn't get a chance to give you a tithe earlier today. Do I just hand that to you, or
just put it in with the church? Put it in with the church. I am very obviously blowing a lot of money on these things because it's fun. And
you know what? Do it for the fun. If you've got the money to blow on it, then absolutely.
Yeah, I just, thank you.
Of course.
I just want to make sure that we invest back into our neighborhoods. So I hope you have a wonderful day. And to your friend who is currently floating smoke, thanks for trying.
They're in your chimney.
Yeah, I went up the chimney.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, he does know that the chimney only exists on the inside of the house, right?
Yeah, he will now.
Okay. You go up and you pop out the chimney and it's a void.
All right. Well, Bob, we're gonna leave you to it.
All right. Well,
have a good rest, buddy. Go to
you
sleep
too.
And keep up the great work on protecting your house.
If your friend, what is his name?
I'm just gonna drop it. He knows I'm fucking here.
Yeah, I mean, Ragnar?
I'll just come back down up the chimney and just pop it. What's up?
Ragnar.
Yeah.
Patricia. Patricia's place.
Oh, she's on the list.
Okay, good. Okay, back door. I purposely gave her like some stuff that make it hard to get in the front, but I didn't cover the back door, mostly for ironic purposes, but also because she basically robs people on prices and I don't like her. So just the back door, you can do this again, like the smoke thing you did right through that back door. It's going to be underneath the kitchen sink. She keeps everything of value there for some fucking reason.
That's a terrible idea.
I don't get it. There's water damage, anything, but she keeps it there. If you go through the front, remember I said armor's gaudy? She has 4 of them.
Ooh.
All right.
All right.
Bob, you've been absolutely wonderful. Have a wonderful rest of your festival.
You too.
Let's go, Ragnar.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.
He shuts the door, and you just
gaslight.
He shuts the door, and as he shuts the door, you see that the hut begins to change, and it turns into a really nice house. And by the window where the alarm was, there was just a log tied up to a tree, ready to just.
Oh my god.
And so, you know, it's big enough to hit somebody, send them, not big enough to do harm. And you can see that he kind of like Home Aloned his house and then cast like spells to hide everything. So,
All right.
as
when we're out of earshot from his house.
I mean, I don't mind keep using message so that we don't have other people, since other people are also doing this. So it sounds like we have 8 gold ones and we got a platinum one.
Yep, and Fran's holding up the platinum one on his wrist. Actually,
yes,
for safekeeping.
Yeah, I was about to say, you want to put them in the bag of holding?
Well, we can put them in the bag of holding, or we can put them in my bag where nobody else has access to it except for me.
I mean, I have one of those too. Okay, how do you want to do this? Both of us have 2 different ones, because mine's is like, can't access it, and then I can also still put it in the bag of holding.
I'll hold on to the gold and platinum bracelets. If we get any more of the regular ribbons and bracelets, you can shove them in your pockets.
All right, cool.
All right, perfect.
Again, the gold is worth 3 of the regular ribbons. The platinum.
I thought it was 5.
Oh, it's 5. Yeah, you're right. It's 5.
The gold's worth 5.
And the platinum is worth 15 of what the gold is worth. So if we take 5 times 15. My whole brain. Can someone do math?
No, I'm bad at math. So you said the gold are worth 5 regular ribbons? And
how many gold ribbons do you have?
7.
8.
Oh, 8. Sorry.
Yeah,
40 of the gold ones.
All right, and the platinum is worth 65 of the regular.
Wait, I thought it was 75.
Oh, it's 75. You're right. Sorry. Jojo lied to me. Blame him.
You dirty bitch.
I would just like to know, how much more money are these 2 individuals going to get that don't need the money?
Technically aren't worth money. We're doing something.
The ribbon's
else.
value. The ribbon's value is more for the festival. So that's just how that works.
And also, the tithes are for the church. That money.
I'm not a monster. I'm only stealing.
We like Yolanda, and when Fran likes Welkin.
Exactly. I don't mind Welkin.
Seraphina's neutral with Welkin.
as I would say, Welkin's one of the good ones.
Oh my god.
It's funny because we're black. With that, real quick, as y'all do that, we're actually going to go ahead and we're going to do a little timey-wimey bullshit. So we're going to jump to Sam, because you rolled... Oh, I'm sorry, Luke.
7.
Luke rolled a 9, so we're going to jump to Luke.
I rolled a 5.
Yeah, you're going to go last.
Damn. Them honk shoes going crazy.
So Luke, you wake up with 4 levels of exhaustion, and you wake up sore. And as we said before, D leans into your ear, who, for party's knowledge, is Dionysus. And they just go, come back later if you got the time. I'm more than happy to spend a few more nights with somebody with such resilience. And they get out of bed and then proceed to walk out the door. There's a bright light. And again, you see a guy in a helmet holding the arm of a very beautiful woman who has flowers in her hair. And just like, oh, you fucking the mortals again. And he was very durable and shuts the door. As you cuddle up, you are shirtless. Your scarred chest is there, and it is essentially almost like stone, obviously. And the woman who is the snakekin has curled up on your chest. Like she is there, and your chest is warm, and it's very obvious that, like a snake, something. I guess you can assume that her holding your arm, your upper arm, she kind of got a touch, and you have that warm rock chest that like a reptile would love to sleep on, and she's just out. She's just out.
Her name was Cassandra, right?
Yes.
He's gonna gently like shake her, like, Cassandra, darling, the sun is up.
And as she kind of goes, and her tail wraps around your legs, pulling them together as she gets even more snug. And she kind of, as she sits, her head is flat, her tongue slips out and flicks your chin a little bit.
Look, it's festival day. We don't want to miss a single moment of this day. As much as I would love to stay here.
And she just kind of, like, very warm on your chest, very much comfy. No one has a chest like this.
Trust me, there's so many people out there.
But they are little rocks. They are not fun.
Thank you for an amazing night.
And she will kind of like almost sleepily slide off of you, just kind of like to the side. It's fine. But if you want to come back, he did pay for the whole festival.
I'll see what I can do after everything's done. Luke will get up and just tuck her, leave her tucked in.
Okay.
He'll grab his stuff and leave.
All right. So as you grab your stuff and leave, I'm going to take a few moments to let the dogs out because they got excited, it sounds like. They just going wild.
I thought it was a demon.
It is.
I'll be right back. We'll take like a 2 or 3 seconds as I let the dogs
It
out.
should have been me, not him. That's not fair.
Demon said, "I got that dog in me."
The funny thing that you say that. There you go.
Oh my god.
I'm back. Gragnar being absolutely upset he is not snuggling the snake woman is hilarious.
No, it's not Gragnar.
Oh, I'm sorry,
Demon.
Demon.
Ace. This is the player character, not Gragnar. Gragnar is violently ace. I am on that same spectrum, but snakes, bitch. Oh no, that's the weakness. That's the weakness.
So at this moment, we are having you wake up. She's in bed. She curls up right where you got up, right where it's warmest, and kind of like just makes a spot where your upper body was.
Mm-hmm.
And as you go to leave, you do see actually on the moment that the room that you were given, everything, there's already like food and libations put onto a table by the door. And you see that there's essentially water and wine, and there's also like some dried meats and things like that to go ahead and have you wake up if you wanted a snack or something. And there's grapes as well as blueberries and a couple other fruit. But it's a nice little like platter that was set there at some point in the night that you don't remember someone coming in and setting it there, but someone did. So there's that. But what do you want to do?
He's gonna take his time to put his clothes on because he is absolutely exhausted. 4 levels of exhaustion. He'll take a couple of grapes and a couple of slices of cheese. I'll do a couple stretches.
As you do, there's a letter that seems to be underneath the platter.
I will take a peek.
It simply says that, once you wake up, if there's anything you need, please come down to the front desk and would be more than happy to assist you. Your 3-day holiday has been paid for.
Out of character. The festival's 3 days.
The festival's 3 days.
Jeez. Okay. He's gonna take the letter, and then he's gonna go to the front desk.
I'm sorry. Just the realization. I gotta do this for 3 days. 3 days.
3 whole days.
Also, we got I just want to say that Rat Traveler 420 says Fran is the freaking best.
I mean, you're right.
Oh yeah, I saw that earlier. It's literally my job to be the gaslighter, so.
Anyway, you go to leave. Do you leave out the front door? Do you go to the front desk? Anything like that?
The front desk.
Okay. As you go to the front desk, you see Lady Lovelace actually like at the front, and she is wiping down, seems to be prepping for the morning, as you see several of the girls and other people that you didn't see the night before when it was mostly just people working to like, so during the day, it almost looks like a regular diner with like an inn attached, other than the fact it's in a red light district. And she goes, "Oh, how are you doing?"
I had a fantastic night. Thank you very much.
Of course,
Have you seen my pretty boyfriend?
Your pretty boyfriend?
My pretty boy friend. Did he leave?
Freudian slip, my dear. He did leave. He left after taking some meditation on elf things, and headed out towards the main part of the city. He said he was going to just enjoy walking through town. How are you feeling?
Absolutely exhausted.
Okay, well, we can't have that. Your friend did cover you for the 3 days, so if you wish to come back, feel free. But we also have other libations, and for such a well-paying, well-known client, I'm more than happy to pull them out. And you see, very similar to the potions that Gragnar had a long time ago when he wasn't sleeping, you see potions of energy. And she was, I wish I had thought of getting you one before the night began. It would have reduced the overall exhaustion, but nothing like getting broken in. Am I right?
I did try my best.
What I hear, you did quite good. D is a very thirsty individual, we'll say.
D's
And,
nuts.
Francis, I will dock your pay.
Worth.
Brother, this guy stinks!
Accurate. And you watch as she pulls out a tall glass with that potion, and she just pours it into an ice glass for you. It is the same yellow color that like you remember Gragnar at one point telling you about, you know, potions that of exhaustion and potions that would help him, but this is a potion of energy. This potion will decrease your level of exhaustion by 2. All others pale in comparison, because most of them only do 1. Unless you sleep. This one, while you're awake, will actually decrease it by 2. If you were to sleep, it would decrease it by 3.
Thank you very much, madam. And
No problem.
He will sip it. Enjoy it.
Yes, feel free to sip it, enjoy it, and then do believe that I have some around here somewhere. And you see that she is currently like going through what looks to be like an arcane fridge of sorts, where she has like fruit and stuff stored. And she pulls out, here it is. And she sets down a small platter that's probably only about 3 inches wide with a large berry on it. A good berry. Keep you good for the rest of the day.
Oh, I have heard about these. Thank you.
Yeah. No problem.
Yum, yum, yum,
Yes.
yum, yum, yum.
You eat and you drink, and how long do you say you want to be at the bar? Because you're waking up right at like 6, so right when the festival is supposed to be starting around 6 or 7.
Like a good 5 minutes. A strong 5 minutes.
All right. Do you chat up Miss Lovelace, Lady
No,
Lovelace?
he's too tired. Also, Luke is not a morning person.
I can only imagine.
He
You
does
just
have 1,000 yard stare. Like,
yeah, you 1,000 yard stare as she just keeps cleaning and keeps getting things set up. You see that she has swapped out the drapes that she has like done so much to change right for the festival the night before. And a guy walks up. He doesn't look like he's visiting. He looks like he works there, but he's a human male who like stretches his back, and he's like, all right, I've installed the new panes. I've put in the color changes for the area. You are perfect and ready for tonight. She goes, oh, great, thank you. And she goes ahead and she pulls out a box and sets it on the counter, and she grabs 2 golden bands and slides them over to you as thank you for your patronage.
is the festival quite a lively time for all of you?
Yes, the festival is the time of year when we would essentially be our last hurrah. So before winter sets in, people start making their way to Ashengard for the winter festival. Especially a lot of the merchants and things like that will actually shut down here and be pretty bare bone. Once they start moving to Ashengard, they'll go ahead and actually be offering rides for people who want to go. And essentially, then that festival kicks in for the winter festival. This is a fall kind of autumn festival that right as winter's getting ready to start. And once Ashengard gets kicking, it's going to get big.
So a lot of the merchants we see here may just end up in Ashengard as well.
Yes. Sometimes they run shops. Other times they're there on vacation to take a break after, trying to make as much money as you can.
Yeah.
I tend to stay away from Ashengard. It's a little too close to some other places I don't quite like, especially recently.
Understandable.
You would think that someone would recognize that making politics... I'm sorry, too much.
Oh, please. I'm here.
King of Ashengard seems to be trying to make friends with a place that is less than beneficial to anyone who isn't human, dwarf, or elf.
I have heard.
And it worries me. Very much so.
Seems like it's got a lot of people worried.
Yeah. Well, you seem like a good young chap. If anything happens, is ever a time that you need anything, and you're in Ashengard, there's a wonderful bar run by an amazing young woman. I believe her name was Adonius. I can't. Sorry, runs a little bar on the edge of town. Lustria.
Can you spell that for me, please?
Is Lustria is Lustria there? Is Seraphina there?
Sorry, I was in the bathroom. It's Adelle.
Adelle, thank you. It's Adelle. Adelle. I believe it's A-D. Goodness.
Adelle.
E-L-L-E. Yes. Adelle. Sorry, Adonius or Adonia was her brother, or late brother. But
no.
If you go there and you tell them that Lovelace sent you, they'll make sure you're taken care of, especially because you seem to be a very eclectic group. And you always need a safe place.
Madam, thank you so much. I really appreciate everything you've done for us.
It's no problem. You paid for it. Just enjoy your day. Enjoy the festival. All right?
I do intend to. You as well.
All right. And
please make sure.
Do keep an ear out. If anyone's looking for a fun night, let them know.
I'll send them your way.
Brilliant. Word of mouth is the best form of advertisement.
Also, please make sure Cassandra gets some rest.
Oh, she's going to sleep. Whenever D shows up, she takes the next day off, if you catch my drift.
Thank you.
absolutely drains my patrons and my workers. Oh. Anyway, have a good day. And with that, we're going to go ahead and jump to Sam.
Hi.
Sam, what are you doing? Where are you waking up? What are you up to on the day of the festival?
I imagine she's probably still on the ship with Garhem, because I don't think we've really done much other than be on the ship this entire time.
Garhem has been kind of stepping up the past couple of days, so just kind of handle some things because a lot of the crew are kind of on vacation. You haven't seen a lot of the crew because, again, Fran basically paid for them to have a vacation in town.
Yeah. Fair.
And so they're just kind of like out and about. A couple crew members have come by to grab some pocket change or like crash after a very drunken night. Where the and like you watch Garhem be like, you can sleep at the inn, and he's just like, I like my cot. I like my cot a lot. And Garham's like, okay, all right, and he like borderline carries the guy to his cot. And so Garham's been kind of playing mother hen, but he has also been, spending time with you. What would you say you guys have been doing? Because you weren't here last session. So what would you say that you and Garhem have been doing the past couple of days?
I would say at some point in there, I would have wanted to tell him about the whole warlock deal with Calypso, just to kind of get his feelers on it. Because at that point, he would be the only one that would know. Because this entire time, she's really not seen the rest of the party.
Have you? Did you tell him about the box?
I did tell him about the box. Yes.
Okay. So how many donations do you have to make into the box?
Finger on nose. I don't know if that was ever precisely clear.
Was not. Again, you talked to basically a small child about all this.
Okay. So I will relay that it was never exactly clear.
Okay. I would look into that because the time frame of you putting something in and then everything happening afterwards doesn't seem like we got a blessing right away.
That's what I'm thinking, and I'm also kind of bitter that I don't know if bitter is the right word. I would have really liked to talk to Calypso directly and not a representative of Calypso, but this is what we have.
I mean, we've got a lot more direct access to gods than most folks, and in reality, talking to a cleric to get clarification, or a paladin, or just a local nun is the traditional 9 yards. The fact you got a direct representative is still pretty insane to me.
I get it. I don't know. I'm still kind of reeling with everything in the thought of that, because we've had our taste of deals and gods already, and while I still stand behind the idea that I think it's going to be very beneficial for the things to come. It's just also seems like, oh, okay, there's just one more stake in the rest of us.
That's fair. I mean, if nothing else, Calypso has been a fairly neutral deity throughout history, and you see that little tism moment as Garhem begins to like think and like voice. He was a soldier. He's been on ships, so superstitions, things like that. It always seems that Calypso is a fairly neutral entity. She's never really focused on good or bad. She's focused on, do you pay your tithes before you sail? And do you? And he sits there and he goes, actually, traditionally, it's 3 tides. It's a tide when you first begin to sail, tide when you come back, and then traditionally a tide before storms or trials.
Finger on nose. Would Sam have also recognized that, like with her years in there? Because again, she's never been religious, but she's also a pirate, and pirates are superstitious.
Superstitious. You yourself have not really partaked in the superstition, but it clicks with you that in the past you've watched other sailors like flip a coin out into the sea.
Mm-hmm.
Like sometimes it's a copper, sometimes it was a silver. You know one guy who was like fervent, and he didn't last long. He was very fervent and very like paranoid, and he flipped a fucking gold coin out, which was his pay. Essentially, he took his pay ahead and then threw it out, and as soon as he arrived where he was going, he left. And it's like, so you're like, oh, that might have been what they were doing.
Okay. All right. I don't know. I guess I just need to spend more time with the box when I can and try to reconnect with her. I don't know. What I've been hearing some of the crew talk about when they've been passing by, like the whole festival thing, I guess that's going on.
Yeah, so apparently, there's a whole festival going on. Fran had mentioned it at some point. I know that
Mhm.
much. But there's a whole festival with a ribbon game. Some of the guys have already been arrested trying to steal some. And apparently that's all good. Like they'll be let go because the whole point is to get as many ribbons as you can through any means necessary. I pickpocketed like 10, and he holds up 10 regular ribbons off of the drunk guys that he had helped back on the ship.
Okay.
I'm not gonna do anything with them. You want them?
Well, something more fun that I think would be if you're already pickpocketing them, how about we both pickpocket them and we win this fucking thing?
I'm down for trying. I'm down for trying. I am a broken oak paladin. I can do silly shit like that. Yeah, let's fucking do it. Let's fucking do it. And he goes, he stands up from where he was sitting, and he grabs his good arm, uses his hand, he grabs his arm, and he's like, let's go. And he just shakes it forward. Like, it's just a loose limb, and he's just like, let's go. He stands up, he's already got his leg attached, and he's just walking, holding the other arm in his hand. The prosthetic.
Do you know if the rest of the party's playing this too? Or is it just us? Like, who else is playing?
I have no idea. I have no idea. And then you hear someone's like, yo, did you hear Patricia got robbed last night? Like, they took all her shit. It was funny. Apparently it was kind of messy, but like they took all that shit. And it's just some random dude laughing. And he's like, shut up, man. If Patricia hears you, okay, she's going to fire our asses because she's going to be pissed already. Yeah, man, but it's fucking funny. She's a bitch. The fucking bitch. Who the fuck puts 4 magic armors in front of your fucking house? Outside. That's terrifying. I shit myself every time I gotta deliver bills and fucking paperwork. And then they go on with themselves. Finger on nose. I know you're gonna rob her. Like, y'all are too skilled and too chaotic a duo not to like get that done. We will act that
Thank
out
you.
at some point.
I appreciate the recognition.
Yeah, it is said so. Y'all are going to succeed, and I'm pretty sure Greg.
She's
Yeah,
next.
and knowing Ragnar, he's gonna take everything underneath there, so she's gonna
Oh
be
yeah,
so
no,
good.
absolutely. The fuck. He specifically gave us a backdoor and said she's a bitch and be robbing people. I was like, damn,
Oh, yeah.
I got competition.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
gonna take everything.
Braun never once said he was a good guy, alright?
You got the 2 people in the party with empathy problems off robbing people.
It's all
Emotional dissonance.
Yay.
What are emotions?
And with that, you two are going to start walking towards town.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We're now going to go ahead and jump to Seraphina. What did you do after you talked to Ragnar? Like, said, hey, man, you want to go ahead and try to do this for me? Like, what did you say afterwards?
I assume it was fairly late in the night or something when she said that, or when she talked to him. I think
Like
I don't
10,
remember.
11.
Yeah, so she probably would have just went to bed.
You go home. You go. Did you go to the ship or did you go to the church?
The church.
Okay, you go to the church and you go to bed. You notice Fran's not there, and you eventually fall asleep and you wake up and Fran's still not there.
When she wakes up, she does notice that she's kind of just like, okay. And then she just kind of sits there and thinks to herself and pulls out her sending stone and dials Luke.
I don't have a phone.
No, you gave it
Wait,
away.
yes, you do.
I gave it
Wait.
back to Fran.
Well, I guess Fran's answering, hey, Luke.
Wrong person.
I thought this was Luke's sending stone.
No, it's my sending stone. He was borrowing it. Do you want me to pass a message to Luke?
Where were you?
Meditating at a hotel.
Do you know where Luke is?
Probably at the same hotel, only he probably got... You know what? That's a story for him to talk about. Yeah, he's at the red light district at Lady Lovelace's place. That's where we stayed last night.
I see.
Mm-hmm.
And she hangs up.
He's like, all right, well, she knows where to find him. All right, Gragna, so where are we going next?
Ragnar, I know you've done a lot of emotional growth recently. I genuinely want to know what your thought process of is as Gragnar when you hear Fron just point blank tell his wife that he was at a red light district and then not clarify anything after you've done so hard of work earlier to learn to clarify emotions.
Oh, Ragnar was gonna pull up something like I was gonna wait till we got back to our turn after we left Patricia's house. Ragnar was gonna ask. I was gonna ask something before this moment actually.
Okay, all right. Then before that moment, we will go back to that. But I want to put a pin in that one. I want to know what Ragnar's exactly.
Gonna have Seraphina go to find Luke.
Alrighty. So you have never been to this town before, but you go to find Luke and you hear about the red light district. You are kind of like, do you ask anyone? How do you go about trying to find the red light district?
I'm trying to think. Would she kind of know where to look, given that she's been in like a big ass city, like not specifically Lake Town, but like she's kind of traveled around Ashengard a bit, but like would she kind of know how to like look for things?
Not in this town. This town is built fairly odd because the red light district technically, and this is finger on nose for players, technically is on the back end, like connected to a long road that connects to the church. Which a lot of people in other towns would have had issues with and probably would have changed. But in this town, for some reason, people are just kind of like, it's a red light district. If I don't want to go, I'm not going to go.
Okay. Then she's going to, I guess, go find Yolanda first.
Okay. So you wake up and you go, and as you go to find Yolanda, you find her sitting in the church, which is filled packed to the brim with people. As you come down the stairs, you see there are a lot of people who are bringing in tithes for the first day. People have their bracelets on. You're waking up a little bit later. Everybody else about probably 7:30,
7 or 8. Yeah.
Yeah.
She comes down and sees all these people. She's already like overwhelmed. She's just like, oh God.
Yeah, and you lock eyes with Yolanda, who is already also overwhelmed. This is her first festival where she doesn't technically have all that energy in her, and she's just standing there with her cane being like, Seraphina, I'm so glad I saw you. I'm so glad we set up this meeting this morning, and you watch Welkin go.
She just looks kind of wide-eyed at Yolanda and like, yeah, where
you set up a meeting this morning. Yes, I did. Sorry, dear. You're the secretary. You're going to have to step up today. I'm so sorry. This is not about you. This is about Welkin. And she walks. And like cane in hand, just like run.
And,
like she's
and
just
Seraphina
like,
just kind of like, yeah, let's go.
Yeah. She kind of leans on you as she's exactly. I'm gonna put this up for chat to see. This is 110% it, but Yolanda's the guy in the front, like
just power walking away.
Yeah, and you just watch as like she goes, okay, all right. And you go into like the back office space that is Yolanda's back office space. She shuts the door. She locks it.
Is that what it's like every year?
Every year. And this is the first year I didn't have a blessing to keep me energized. And she just like, then she moves the table a little in front of the door. Like just.
I mean, I know Ashengard's kind of like this and maybe more, but
Well, I know Ashengard is actually way bigger because people come from around the country, whereas most of the merchants come here.
I was locked away for most of it, so.
Yes. What's on your mind? And how can I thank you for getting me out of that mess?
I'm looking for Lady Lovelace's place. I'm looking for Luke, and apparently he and Fran were there last night.
Okay. Why do you sound worried about that?
That's not important right now. I just need to find Luke.
Why are you denying that you're not worried? That you're worried about that? And her eyes narrow. She's gonna try to roll an insight. Let's see. That's gonna be a 21.
Yeah, she is very worried about that. Yeah. She's not happy about Fran being there.
Do you think Fran did something there?
And she kind of freezes for a moment. I don't know.
You should. Fran is, if nothing else, dedicated to you, even if he's angry about something. I don't think he would ever cheat on you. Unless you've discussed it prior, which I don't think from the amount of sweat on your brow.
He didn't tell me he was going over there, and he didn't come home last night. Can we just go find Luke, please?
Let's. And she goes ahead, and you see that she walks behind a like little dressing window, and you see her begin to like take off all these ceremonial robes, and she's just kind of like, Can you open the cabinet over there and get my overalls?
Sure. And she goes and looks through the cabinet and pulls them out and brings it back over.
Okay. No. Actually, can I get some suspenders? Can you get the black suspenders and the gray shirt with the brown pants?
Really? I think the blue ones might look better.
Yeah, go ahead and get the blue pants.
She gets them.
All right, and you bring them to her, and you see her actually go ahead and reach for a bottle and a water. She's still behind the thing, and she pops the bottle. And you see her put a handful of pills in her hand as she knocks them back and drinks the water. The only problem about getting old is the chronic exhaustion you get from walking around town. But luckily, I know a goddess who has no problem with me buying and selling drugs. And she just puts 2 more in her hand,
great.
and you're gonna have to do me a favor, though.
What?
And she comes around holding her cane. Today's already been exhausting. There's a chair in the closet. Could you pull it out, please?
Sure. Also, if you're too tired, you don't have to go with me. And she's going and getting the chair.
Fran is, for all intents and purposes, my son and my ward. And I just want to make sure he's all right.
She gets the chair and brings it over.
It is a wheelchair. And it very obviously has been shoved in there half-heartedly. It's very obvious that she looks at it with contempt.
Are you not comfortable?
I hate this thing. But I'm not going to make it. I know I won't make it the day if I'm walking around all day.
Seraphina's gonna look around. Are there like any like pillows or blankets or anywhere around?
The chair is already very nice, very good, well made. The church someone in the church very obviously, or someone donated it to her. It's even got like a little mark of welcome on the back fabric of the wheelchair. And it's made very sturdy. It looks to be very comfortable. And there is a folded blanket, like a little like it's not golden. It's what's the color that's like hay? The color
like
of hay.
not a beige, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's like the color of hay and wheat. That has been folded and is sitting in that closet as well.
As
You
I
could
guess,
grab that.
yeah, I guess as she sits down in the chair, she grabs that and then kind of takes it and unfolds it and puts it over her legs.
Oh, please, let's just, if you could just push me, I'll tell you where we need to go.
Okay.
All right.
Uh,
I know
I'm
I haven't said it, but I do love you both. Let's go. Let's go.
Seraphina kind of smirks at her and, oh shit, thank you, Jetty, for the raid. Hello, we're playing D&D. I'm Lestria and everybody else is here and Morphe's a DM.
Hello.
D&D, yeah.
And I do apologize in the next 10 or so minutes. The next 10 or so minutes, we're going to go ahead and probably call it. We'll pick up the next session just because, again, my... for those who don't know, I have...
You can try going to about 9:30. That way we can get enough Seraphina time.
Okay. That's fine. All right. So with that, you
so
are
she,
now pushing...
After, not Wilkin, Yolanda says that she kind of smiles just a little bit and then, like, goes behind her and pushes her out to wherever they need to go.
So I was going to go to... I was going to go to Lovelace's place this night anyway. That's where I like to spend my holidays. And she kind of sits there shifting her hands.
What happened with A?
He's been busy. Nothing you should all worry about. Yes.
I'm on the right character sheet, right? Okay, I am. That is a 15.
With her old age comes issues with certain things. Her memory's been kind of coming and going, but for the most part, she's good. But this seems to be something that catches her off when you bring up A, and she just kind of she's looking a bit saddened. But it's not like they've broken up. You can tell it's not that they've broken up or anything. It's just when she says he's busy, it seems like she's worried about him a little bit, but I
just realized I haven't seen him at all yet.
He was called back to the kingdom. He didn't want Fron to worry. He had to leave just the other day. Some things going on that he doesn't want Fron distracted by, especially with things going on here. And he's just trying to do what he can as a member of the household.
Can I ask what those might be?
It's nothing against you.
I just figured if it's kingdom related, it might benefit us to know something. That's it. But
I have a letter that will be for Fron. Last day of the festival. It is nothing terrible. No one has died, but it is family business. And while I do 110% believe you are family, I want you and Fron to enjoy this festival for what it is. Your first festival together.
Well, it's off to a great start. And she continues rolling her out.
Oh, don't. And as you roll out the door, she points to the left, and you turn. She goes, "Don't worry. My first festival with A was spent with us trying to kill each other. So I think you're doing great." He poisoned my flask.
Oh.
And
were you a target?
Need him in the balls.
Were you a contract or?
Oh my god, I was. This is an issue with the family, isn't it?
Yeah.
Falling for such gorgeous women like ourselves. But yes, I guess I was. I never really asked. He showed up. He and I had a wild night. And I woke up and I took a drink of my flask. And I don't know if you know how immunities work. Certain individuals, when you work hard enough, monks will become immune to basically aging and poisons. Paladins can't even get a tummy ache. Clerics, well, sometimes you get a blessing. My body rejected the very deadly poison that he put in my body. Viscerally rejected. I vomited profusely.
Well, that's lucky.
He thought he had done his job well. And he gloated. I know it's hard to think of doing anything like that, but he actively begun to monologue and gloat as I was vomiting.
Didn't he tell Fran not to do any of that?
I'd like to think I'm the reason he teaches people not to do that, because I immediately grabbed him by his testicles, twisted them, and then kneed him in them. By the end of a 4-hour fight, we were again making vicious, nasty sex.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Well, we just want to continue down this road. The church side, the side of the church, actually, this road leads directly to the red light district.
Okay, and she starts to wheel them over there. Hold on, my door opened. Okay, yeah, so
Random ghost in the house. I heard kinky shit. What was
no,
happening?
it was my dog. He pushed the door open. I was like, excuse you, sir. But yeah, she wheels them down the, I guess the road aisle, whatever it was.
Yeah. You actually being from Ashengard, the red light district there is very poorly taken care of. It's definitely more of like this, like the stereotypical like sleazy area. Here, it's almost it almost doesn't change, except for you begin to see red banners hanging on the road, and these banners have the names of the shops on them. So the red light district is also like known as the Red Banner district. You see all these different names for places, and some of them are so on the nose it hurts. You know, like Billy's stripper bar. Like they're not really trying to be creative about the names. People know what they come to the red light district for.
This is a very different vibe I get from Ashengard, but it's nice, I guess.
Welkin is the goddess of merchants and trade. And as long as you're doing trade, it doesn't really matter what it is, so it's not illegal to run a brothel or a strip club.
No, I'm aware of that. It's just Ashengard's red light district is not as nice. I'll put it nice.
I've heard. I've never been. I've heard.
It's very dirty. It's disgusting, actually.
It's a shame. The workers need a safe place to work. They're going to work whether it's legal or not. You might as well, I don't know, tax them for it and go ahead and get them the medication and things they need, the spells that'll go ahead and take care of things.
Yeah.
Might as well take care of your workers. Fists up for all sex workers. Power to you. And, you might as well, at least make the place look good and encourage. I mean, the politicians are going to go one way or another. You might as well have it be a clean place, unless that's their kink.
Yeah. I know me and Fawn were thinking about opening up an inn at some point, but...
He's always loved the idea of taking care of people. I could definitely see him trying to hide the facade of his nobility.
Yeah.
Not that he was ever good at being a noble.
Well, neither of us were.
No. And you begin to walk down, and you see this big old purple banner that, like, very obviously looks like everything else, and it says Lovelace's Inn. And it's big, it's purple, it's gaudy. And it has this neon pink, like, trim to the sides of it. She has not changed. Let's go in through the side door.
All right, VIP access, I guess. And she's going to start wheeling her over there.
And as you wheel over, you see that there is a long line of people who are even in the midday, like waiting outside the door. It is now probably 8:30, 9 o'clock. People who are very obviously dressed for the festival are here at the inn and not at the spots where the festival is happening. And you see a short goblin woman standing at the door. How can I help you? Yolanda! Is this arm candy yours? And no, this is my daughter-in-law. Oh.
No, not like that. We're looking. For
No.
someone.
Things have been weird. We have things have been weird. But no, that's not what I was. No. What? How can I help you? And Yolanda will actually point to you.
I'm looking for someone. Big, burly guy with a red cape. Luke.
Oh, the one who came here with the elf.
Yes.
And Yolanda like slowly nods. Well, he didn't do nothing. I can tell you that right now, Yolanda. He didn't do nothing. He actually just paid for his friend to completely get fucked his brains out.
Can we see Luke?
Yeah, and she will go to open the door, and Luke, you are standing right at the door getting ready to leave.
Oh. Hi. I didn't know you guys were going to come here too.
Yeah, I didn't know you and Fran were here.
Yeah. How'd you know?
Lucky guess.
Well, he's not here anymore, so I was actually about to go find him.
I was actually going to ask you if you were busy.
Oh, well, not particularly. Also, good morning, Yolanda.
Good morning.
I tried. Sorry, go ahead.
No, this is your husband. You might have married into the family, but you're still the wife.
I tried calling you on your sending stone, and apparently Fran has it.
Well, yeah, it was Franz to begin with. I did tell him to get me one at some point. I do need a phone to keep in contact with all of you.
Wait, out of character. Wait.
He hasn't.
Luke doesn't have
yet.
I don't have a walkie-talkie.
It's 100% Franz.
Not
his.
Okay.
Yeah.
Luke asked to borrow it once, and then he was like, "Yeah, sure, buddy."
That's what it was. Okay. Oh, I remember now. And Seraphina freaked out when Luke answered. Okay, I remember now.
Seraphina just freaks out anytime anyone answers the phone because it's not the person who was there before. Like,
yeah. If you're not busy today, I was going to ask if you could come with me to go talk to Hermes.
Oh, of course. I'd love to accompany you. Is Yolanda coming with us too?
She looks down at Yolanda. Would you like to?
oh, look at the time. Going back to the church so early. I've got things to do in the red light district. And she begins to like wheel herself past Luke.
Bye, Yolanda.
It's like, bye!
Enjoy yourself.
And you hear Madam Lovelace, Yolanda, Loveless, and it's like it's the gayest that Yolanda's ever sounded. Just Loveless. And she's like, oh my god, having you here, this is really going to be a party. Oh. And in the chair, finally, I got that for you months ago.
I'm not gonna lie, never would have thought this was gonna happen today.
What, Yolanda coming to the red light district?
Yeah, that's a new one for me.
I'm not that surprised.
To Hermes?
Yeah.
Right.
I probably should have asked Yolanda where he was before she left.
Didn't you go with Fran to go see him?
No.
Oh. Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure he's either next to his sister or if he has a place in town. I did see him last night at the pier.
What?
Yeah, apparently he was taking a shift.
Huh.
Yeah, I don't know what happened after I left the room, but
Okay. She's gonna peek her head into the door. Yolanda.
Yolanda is gone. She has very obviously gone into like a back room or something.
Okay. I guess we can go back to the church.
You said you was and the goblin at the door. Who was you saying you was looking for? Someone did shift last night?
I'll describe the
Homie?
person. I don't think
H. You talking about H?
H. Yes, you're correct.
They left. Once your husband, your friend, our patron, without doing anything, might I add, I just want to make that clear. He didn't do nothing. They sat and drank. One of the ladies was apparently like giving drinks to them and things like that. Said that he was writing letters, but anything other than that, he left after he meditated. I've never seen a man just meditate. And I work here, I can say this. I've never seen a man just meditate in a whole house.
He is special.
Where did you say he went?
He started going back towards the festival area. So he's over in that area. That was last night though. That was last night around like God, when did he leave? And you see a couple of girls. Who? The cute elf. Oh, he left around like midnight, 1 o'clock, roughly. And he said he was going to just go enjoy the festival. We tried to, offer him some drinks or something so that he could go ahead and have a little coffee in him, but he didn't want none. There you go. He left. He came. He paid for him to get fucked, and then he left.
Well, let's try his church then. Maybe he's there.
Yeah, let's go. Thank you.
And no problem. Yolanda's family, which means y'all are family. You, tall, dark, and ashy chest. You should have mentioned you knew Yolanda. I mean, you basically got set up by your friend, but Yolanda's done a lot for us. All right. So if y'all need anything here or anything like that, let us know. All right.
I'll be sure to keep that in mind. Thank you very much.
All right. Take it easy, sweetheart. Take it easy. And you see a guy kind of walk up as you go to leave. Man, y'all just talk too much. You don't get to come in now. What? That's family I'm talking to. You want to talk shit or you want me to rock your shit? And he goes, oh, I'm sorry. And she was like, give me your bracelet. What? No, this is a gold bracelet. Give me your bracelet or I'm going to take your nuts.
Luke's going to
just
start pushing Seraphina. Like, let's leave.
Yeah, let's
hands
go.
it over. Thank you. And she puts it on herself as y'all leave.
So
now go to the back of the fucking line.
Got some business with our friend.
Wait, say again?
Oh, you got some business with Hermes today?
Yeah, I wanted him to send a letter.
Oh.
Which I don't know if he'll do, but I need it to be sent possibly without Ashengard knowing.
I mean, if there's anyone to send that, it'd be him. And don't think I'm not grateful when I ask this question. I love spending time with you. Why didn't you ask Ron first?
We're giving each other space right now. She looks visibly just kind of distraught. Nala, quit scratching at my door. Yeah, she looks
Well?
visibly distraught and just kind of, her eyes kind of glaze over for a bit.
Well, if there's anyone you want to talk to that isn't Garhem, I'm always here.
I'm just trying to
Don't-
send a letter to
Of course, of
Adonai's
course.
sister.
Oh, right. I think her name. I think the madam mentioned something about that.
She knows Adele?
That's it. That's her name, Adele. Yeah. She mentioned. I'm in hush hush through the crowd. She did mention that if we needed somewhere to go to that bar at the edge of town.
That's the problem. We had a falling out after Adonai died. It's been a while since we've talked, and I was going to send her a letter saying that I'm coming back. But I don't expect her to want me to be there.
Well, doesn't hurt to try.
She blames me for what happened.
That'll make things a little difficult. But it's been years now, right?
She can hold a grudge, I can tell you that right now. But
We take a moment to cut to Adele, who is cleaning her bar early in the morning, and she sneezes. Who the fuck is talking about me right now?
But I will at least let her know that I'm with you guys and to at least take you guys in, but I don't expect her to want anything to do with me.
I'm sure. It's been years, I'm sure. I'm sure something can happen. We're not gonna just leave you behind.
Sure. Sure. We'll go with that.
Do you know where Hermes' church is? Because I just
Yeah,
no
me and
idea.
Fran were there yesterday, I think.
Loosely, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go.
All right. So y'all will head towards Hermes, towards the area that Hermes is essentially going to be making its church. You make it to the church, and roughly people state, yeah, there's a place here, but the guy you're describing isn't here, because they recognize him, they just don't know he's a god. He's been running around with Welkin's secretary. He's been running around with a lot of the people. He's been doing a lot of like managerial stuff y'all haven't been seeing. Like he's actually been like delegating and working. And they're like, oh yeah, he's working on a new church location that's going to be like the postal service upgrade that we'll be getting, and it's actually going to be across the street. And they point across the street, and there's a building there that has had a huge overhaul, and that building was occupied by another business at one point. Y'all know that, like you've not gone in, but you knew there was actual business there. And now it's not. And instead you have like this symbol of Hermes, which is essentially a sandal with a
wing.
feather, a wing on it. And it's not his
So his
traditional
symbol is the Hispanic chancla that we throw
Oh,
across
no.
the hall.
La homie
Shit,
chancla.
that's the
You
best
know
way to
what?
send a message.
This version of Hermes would most definitely understand the rules of the chancla. Like, I'm just saying, like,
As they get there,
power to Hispanic
Seraphina.
Hermes. The fucking picture
Oh my
of the
God.
Seraphina Come here, girl.
But
Fuck.
yeah, as they get there, Seraphina's gonna turn to Luke, who's like, I wanted you with me in case he decided to smite me. In case he wanted to smite me. Words. Yeah.
I don't think he'd be that angry, right? I mean, if he wanted you smited, he would have done it by now. But yeah, I'm here. I'm here with you. I won't let anything happen to you.
So I guess they go to across the street.
You go to across the street and you see a bunch of people. Like, it's not open yet. They're rushing. It's very obvious they're late. And you hear this woman scream out, "How the hell are we the first day of the festival? We've had a week to get this prepped, and this place is not open and running. We're sorry. We're sorry. We're sorry. I specifically said that if this is not ready by 6 a.m, well, we had a bunch of paperwork and a bunch of things, and then someone stole the ribbons. How does someone steal the ribbons? They didn't even know we were participating."
Seraphina just kind of.
We don't know. Look, the cleric was delivering them to us, and then this small dragonborn ran by, bumped into him, saw the ribbons on the floor, just snatched them up, and
Luke
turned to
will
dust.
slowly stare at Seraphina.
He turned to dust.
She just stands there like.
We have extras here. Which ones were taken? The gold ones. How many of the gold ones? We have one left. There were 13 gold ribbons, and we have one. I can send a letter. Of course we can send a letter. We are the Church of Hermes.
Excuse me.
And you watch as this woman, who's very obviously in like her 60s, with like large frowns, her hair is very pulled tight into a bun. We're not currently open yet.
That's fine. I'm just looking for Hermes.
Excuse me?
Yolanda said he might be here or somewhere around here.
And she puts her hands on your shoulders. When you find him, tell him I'm going to stick my foot so far up his ass he's going to taste the lace of my sandals.
Will do.
Duly noted.
He was supposed to be here earlier. We don't know where he is. But God abandons his people in a time of need. And she's just like, you can see the pulsating. This like very strict older woman. And as she's got her hands on your shoulders, you watch as a closet door opens and you see Hermes there with his hair up. He's in that dress from the night before. And he's just like, and he goes to shut the door real quick. Just like, mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Oh, come on, Age.
And he stops. And the woman's head snaps. And you watch as a god looks mortified being perceived. Being one of your first clerics in nearly 300 years, I dedicated 60 years to making sure this all works. And all I asked is that if you wanted to personally have a place run, that you personally be here. I'm sorry, I'm a very busy god. Shut the fuck up. You don't even read all the mail. I think I have a meeting with them. That is why I'm here. I'm here to do business. They're actually going to help us with the missing bracelets.
I am.
Come in, investigators.
Okay, and she
Get your asses in here.
Okay, and she starts going.
And you go in, and as you go in, you see that he goes and closes the door, and y'all are in an actual utility closet. He poofed into a utility closet to try to. I was trying to hide.
Why are you trying to hide from your subjects?
A king can still be killed by his followers.
That is true.
That woman terrifies. The amount of faith she has. If I lost half my followers, my numbers wouldn't change. But that comes with a lot of stress. Not that I want to lose half my followers. Please don't make me lose half my followers.
No, that's not what we're here for.
To.
Okay. What do
I
you
know you don't
want?
I know you don't like me.
Okay.
We're here to send a letter.
You could have just sent a letter from the fucking front.
No, I need a letter sent without Ashengard knowing.
You got 2 gold?
Yes, she takes it out.
Hand it over.
She gives him the gold.
Okay. I want you to do me a favor. Okay?
Doing a lot of favors.
Do you have it written?
Not yet. I was gonna write it down here.
Write it whenever you get the chance. Burn it.
She's gonna burn it?
Oh, burn it. It's old school. It'll work.
Okay, and she takes out, I guess, a paper and she turns to look. Did you have a charcoal or something?
Just write it and get a candle later. When you step out of here, you are investigating the missing things that Ragnar took.
I mean, it could have been any other kobold.
I don't know anything about that.
Bursts into smoke and is like for something. Kobolds aren't for something.
That could have been another person that isn't.
I don't care. I don't care. The festival's half about theft for some fucking reason.
So then why is it a big deal?
She makes it a big deal. She always makes it a big deal. She had a whole thing put up. Patricia is very, very strict about things.
But you're the god. Why don't you tell her to not do that?
That's
an asshole.
Seraphina, that's a guy with their balls in a vice.
I mean, I know I do that with Vron to an extent, but even he tells me to stop.
Look, all right. She's already on edge because she woke up this morning and a bunch of stuff underneath her fucking table or something was missing, and she said a prayer immediately, and it was like having someone sledgehammer my head. Fron, not right now. Oh my god, I don't need that message in my head.
Yes, we'll investigate for you. You got this. We got you.
I don't know anything about that.
There you go, chat. That's the message that Fron unintentionally sent.
They can't see it on my end, but
they can see it on my stream. God.
All right. We're investigators.
Yes, you're investigators. You're looking into it.
Okay.
I will go ahead and get a few extra bracelets because they're really not that hard to come by. They're not even full gold.
Give
gold
us a couple
plated.
bracelets and we'll call it even. I will help you with this investigation.
Okay. Fine. That means we gotta go outside.
Okay.
You are investigators. You're going to look into it. And you will ease her stress so that she doesn't kill my followers or smite them. I don't know. I made her a cleric, and I fully believe she could smite somebody.
Here's the plan. You two go outside. I'll go collect some information.
No, you're coming with us.
Yeah, you're bigger. You're the meat shield.
Okay.
I literally took you. I literally brought you here so he wouldn't smite me. She gestures to Hermes. No offense.
None taken. It's very plausible. Your husband and Ragnar apologized for everything, so whenever you feel like
Ragnar apologized?
Yeah.
I believe Ragnar stealing the bracelet more than I believe him apologizing.
Look,
And Hermes tilts his, are you calling me a liar?
No,
don't do
I
that,
did not
Luke.
say
Don't
that.
do that.
I
Don't
did
call
not
him a
say that. I'm just saying that's a little
Okay,
hard to
then
believe.
Seraphina gets in between and was like, okay, look. You want to apologize? I'll apologize. I'm sorry. I fucked up. I know I fucked up. I don't know what this other Seraphina did.
The same thing you
I'm
did.
sorry.
Honestly,
for
the same thing
everything.
you did.
I'm sorry for everything. I've fucked up a lot. I'm sorry.
Fucking hell. And he opens the door. He Patricia. Oh, now you want to... Patricia! They're here to help. They're going to look into a few things on my behalf. Meaning, if for better or worse, they are envoys of Hermes right now.
Oh?
And Patricia straightens up. And as your deity and your friend, I need you to stop stressing. They're going to look into things, but first, I promise them payment up front. They are worth it. They've done work for my sister, and they've done work for many others, both of higher establishment, if you catch my drift, and those who are not. This young lady is the wife to Fraun. And she immediately, straightens up. Oh! And as such,
No, it's fine. You don't
go
have
ahead, please. And he kind of looks at you like, let me do this. As such, you will go ahead and respect them, and you will not give them any grief. I'm not expecting to find the ribbons. I'm expecting to figure out who did it, probably after this is all done. But you know this is what this is all about. Everyone comes through and steals stuff, and it sounds like it was an opportunity. And you know I will go ahead and replace anything that was lost for you. Okay? Those were all superficial, physical things.
Can I ask if you know that everyone, it's fair game, why is it so important that somebody stole the ribbons?
I had more ribbons at my house. They were missing. Showed up today, and the ones here were missing as well. I am going to have to go to the church and make another donation to get more ribbons. And it's already 9 o'clock. The festival's already started. It's very rare that someone actually takes everything. I've been at this festival for years, and it's the first time I actually get to have an establishment participate. One of my god here. No disrespect to Welkin, but I've always been a fervent follower.
I understand
And it was the first year I was going to go ahead and actually have this all set up, and it just kind of fell apart. Anyway, fine. I'm more than happy to do so. Also, cut the donations in half. What? Cut the donation costs in half. But if they can give a gold, why wouldn't we charge them a gold? Fine. Fine. We'll cut it down to 5 silver. 3 silver, and if they send a letter, they get a ribbon. What?
I bet you anything this bitch's name is Tiffany.
I thought it was Patricia.
It's Patricia. It's
Yeah,
the
that
woman
one.
y'all robbed. And she just goes, fine. Also, for payment, because it's a festival, they were willing to not take actual money. Give them the last gold one we have right now and a couple of the regular ones. And she goes, fine. And she will actually pull up just 2 regular ribbons, because he said a couple. And she hands you essentially what is 7 ribbons worth.
Okay.
If you find the bastard that took my shit, skin him. I need a new rug.
I promise we'll assist you.
And she will turn to leave.
Was that so
Write your letter
hard?
when you...
And she looks up to Hermes.
And the look on his face, he was getting ready to say something, and it was very obvious he was going to say something nice, and he just pulls it back in. Like the words were.
I'm sorry. I did it again. I'm sorry.
It's fine. Your whole party has a thing with like one-liners and just talking shit. Write your letter.
You should hear
burn it.
Ragnar. He's worse than me sometimes.
Sometimes. And he bites his tongue in. I'm going to go do my godly duties.
Thank you.
And he turns around, and this is when you hear the clip-clop of his heels, because he had not changed out of his outfit from the night before.
Thank you.
Any fucking time. Just be safe.
Oh, you do care.
And you watch as he throws his hands up, and he just goes,
Let's go.
Here, let me write this letter first, and then we can go.
All right. So go ahead. If you want to write the letter, you can write it physically if you want to tell me what the letter says. And then later, depending on like how detailed it is, I might ask for you to write down from the recording.
Yeah, I'll just go ahead and say it right now. She pulls out the paper and I guess whatever pen or pencil, whatever she can find, quill. She writes down, hey, it's been a long time. I don't expect you to want anything to do with me, but I am coming back. I have a party. They need shelter. Away from my uncle. You don't want me there, that's fine. I won't be there, but at least take the party.
I will mention
It'll
to Seraphina. Make sure to add Loveless sends their regards. Or we will
my friend says Loveless sends their regards. I'm sorry. It'll be nice to at least see you, but I understand if you don't want anything to do with me. And then she signs it and folds it up.
Okay. You see that there is a couple candles around different spaces that are very obviously desks for writing letters. The desk you sat at actually has a candle on it. And these almost seem like miniature altars where people can like write up letters. So you could burn it on that right there.
Yeah, she's going to go ahead and just hold it over the flame, watch it burn, and watch the ashes kind of float up in the air and just, okay.
And it basically catches almost immediately. And you watch as the ashes almost seem to move and flow out the door.
All right, we can go now.
Give me 1 second. Luke's going to write a letter too. This is addressed to Hermes, actually. I was just going to say, I'd like an audience with you and Welkin at the end of the festival.
Okay.
So,
do you go ahead and burn it?
Yes.
Okay. You burn it and it goes up. And again, it begins to almost magically move out the door, which, finger on nose, for those who don't know, during the solstices, when people wish to send up prayers or messages to lost loved ones or deities, they used to write them and then burn them, and the smoke would say send it to both the loved one who has moved on or the deity that they were worshiping. It's a part of the whole thing where people would burn incense and things like that as well. So this is an actual like thing that my family actually partake in because we're pagan, as a way to send messages. I just thought it'd be a fun way to tie it in. With that, we are going to go ahead and end the session because it's almost it's 9:46.
Yeah. I tried making it quick. I wanted to get it just done. And
no, it's completely fine. It's completely fine. And this is a short session. Normally our sessions do go longer. Sometimes they'll go to even 11, but my head is killing me and I need to drink more water.
Good session, though.
We'll do some more stealing next week.
Yeah, we're gonna do a bit of
the final count
bullshit.
from the final count that we have heard so far from the things we've stolen is 21 gold festival ribbons.
Yep.
And I have 7 ribbons. Or something like that.
I got one.
And that's not including the ribbons that were under the sink, might I add.
Oh no! I keep thinking it's really funny because it's like, cause I was laughing when Garrett was like, "Yeah, we should participate." I'm like, "Oh no, they don't even know they've already lost."
It was overboard begun.
That's not even
Seraphina
counting
said,
the...
"Hey, Gragnar, let's get even." Gragnar's performing.
Ragnar's like, I got you.
Yep, and everybody's
And that's
just
not
like,
even counting the actual festival games I have planned for you guys to partake
I was
in.
like, what am I? Chop liver? What am I doing here?
Not you.
Emotional
I
support.
hate to put it this way, Fran, but I'd be more worried if you weren't performing. Like,
Fair. You know what? That is fair.
I'd be like, oh no, the dice have betrayed and decided that you shall die.
It's so fucking funny. Everybody's like, this motherfucker cleans me out. And I'm like, in my defense, I did say, do not tell Gragnar.
Look, Seraphina found an opportunity for him.
That fucker
Bonding.
is really good at stealing.
The absolute chaotic powerhouse of the two boyfriends.
Yeah, we're a dangerous duo. It's like,
It's great.
meanwhile,
Yeah.
I can distract and gaslight the shit out of people. Meanwhile, Gragnar's
Gragnar-
already inside their pockets. So.
I have
Your
your
regular
regular
body
modified memory
Fine.
to be
Oh,
used.
yeah.
Because I couldn't remember how it functioned, but I do love the idea of Fran. And also, I love fucking Fran using like modified memory, and then he misspeaks because he's being genuine with this person. and then all of a sudden,
The Neto
yeah,
face.
kiss the gap. I didn't say that. Didn't say what. Absolutely fucking wilding. All right, so I want to point out I took notes today.
Yay!
Like, they messy as fuck, but I took notes today.
What?
Quick, everyone
Damn.
pause the screen and look at all the notes.
Also, now that I have 2 cameras set up, which is kind of ridiculous because Beck no longer uses their camera, and the camera that is on Discord is a much lower grade camera. It's older.
Honestly, I
than
like
shit.
it closer to your face.
Yo.
Yeah, that one is my Discord. That's gonna be my Discord one. My one for streaming is a bit more set out.
You also
It's so
don't
wild.
have the green light flicker thing happening anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I find that the green light flicker is fixed whenever I actually go ahead and like shut down the camera for a long time. So I think my actual camera is just old.
Probably.
So, I'll use them both until they don't work no more. I feel very fancy having 2 cameras on me. I feel very fancy.
So fancy.
What's the other one
High
for?
tech.
So there's one in Discord, and then there's this one in stream.
Oh, okay.
It was like a whole camera crew up in there. They coming for
Hey, yo.
they coming for the.
Put you in
They
that
come for the
box.
recap.
Yeah. But I do want to thank everybody for coming out. I want to thank for everyone participating in chat. I love it so much. Traveler.
Oh, yeah, we
it was
have-
great.
Sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm gonna say
Oh,
we do have
sorry.
we do have Discord now. If anyone wants
Yes.
to join, coming in,
We do have a Discord. Let me go ahead. I'm gonna grab.
you can go to our
the-
card, and then it should be one of the
Yep.
links.
I need to add the card actually to
I just have like a shortcut thing for
stream
chat.
elements. Yeah, I need to set that up or get stream elements set up where it will post it. God, I'm gonna have to kidnap. Where's the card? Fucking.
Get that.
Here, let me do.
I got it.
Okay.
I'll post it in your
Bonka.
stream, Porfy.
Oh, you're amazing. I love you so much.
I was gonna
Thank you.
copy paste it, but
Yeah, so there's the card, and it has all of our stuff for D&D as well as our individual stuff as individual people. We now have a official Discord that is up and running.
Yeah.
And we have
There's already activity on there.
yes, people have been
Yeah.
posting their fur babies, their dice, their minis. People have been making many a joke about the campaigns and things like that.
And you'll never
Alrighty,
have to
Jane.
worry about when the next episode's gonna be because we have event details popped up on there. So anytime that we're gonna go live, you'll see it go there.
Next
And
session,
yes,
last night
you
in,
know-
is going to be on the 10th at 1 p.m. CST.
And
Yes,
yet, me and
and
JoJo will forget again and we'll get another reminder.
Yes,
It's
I will.
all good. And also, if you guys want to follow us on our other social media, we, for the most part, we're on Blue Sky. We're on somewhat on TikTok.
Pretty
but
much
that's tentatively up
everything.
in the air.
TikTok is up in the air right now because of the bullshit going on in US, but
Yeah.
But we're
all
there.
that
We're here on Twitch. Give us a follow. Because we don't just do D&D, but it is the biggest thing that we do with the amount of people in multi-streams that are here. Yeah, we each do. Pretty much everyone here is a VTuber as well. Rose is a VTuber here on As Above So Below because we
technically.
yeah.
I never thought of that, but you know what?
We've infected her with the virus, guys. We did it. We got her.
But so we are on different forms of social media. I'm a PNG tuber as well, but when I do D&D, I show my face because I like to emote. I like to do things. So you guys can catch us. Beck and I have been on a major spiral with Marvel Rivals, and it's been great.
Oh yeah, Marvel Rivals is fun.
But we're gonna go ahead. If you guys want to do your own closeouts, feel free. I just wanted to go ahead and thank everybody. We will be having a group meeting next session after the session is done.
Okay. Wait, this session or last night in?
Do you want to do it after last night in, Beck, or do you want to do it on?
Because Rose got to be there too.
No, we could do it after this. Today. We could do it today.
Oh, today? Okay.
Yeah, that works.
So we're gonna have our team meeting, which means that we're gonna be ending the stream and we'll have our own stuff. But yes, Marvel Rivals. Check out Beck's channel in particular because she's been getting some really fun moments and things have been turned into clips. They're hilarious.
Still working on those clips actually.
So actually, if you click on Apothecary Witch Traveler, that's my wife. That's Apothecary Witch Beck right there. Oh my god.
We are fucking mentally ill.
Yeah, we are.
We're all sleeper agents.
Autism.
Wait, piggy dipping.
Oh no.
Piggy pond. Not just dipping in the water bowl.
You went tossing swimming in the water hole. Did you put your toes in there?
Step above.
Oh my god.
Sleeper agent craze.
The shadow. The shadow.
Right.
Yeah,
Bye,
with
guys. Have a
that.
good night.
Yeah, with that, we're gonna call it.
I don't know how to do outros, but go follow us and good night.
Bye.
Bye.